The Last of the Mohicans by James Fenimore Cooper is an adventure story. It takes place in 1757 during the French and Indian War. Here's a simple summary. There are three main heroes. Hawkeye is a brave hunter. Chingachgook and Uncas are his Mohican friends. They are strong and wise. Two sisters, Cora and Alice, need to find their father. He's a British officer. They travel with a guide named Magua, but he's a bad guy. He leads them into a trap. Hawkeye and his friends save the sisters. They fight Magua's warriors and escape. Magua wants revenge. He wants to marry Cora, but she doesn't like him. The group travels through the forest. They face danger and adventure. They fight battles and make friends. They meet a singing teacher named David. He's funny and joins them. Hawkeye is very skilled. He knows the woods. He helps them survive. Uncas falls in love with Alice. They share sweet moments. Magua keeps chasing them. He's a Huron warrior and very clever. He hates the British and wants to hurt them. The group meets General Webb. He's a British leader. He needs help fighting the French. Hawkeye and his friends agree to help. They go to Fort William Henry. It's a British fort. The French are attacking it. There's a big battle. The British lose and have to leave. Magua captures the sisters again. He takes them to the Huron village. He still wants to marry Cora. She's brave and says no. Hawkeye, Chingachgook, and Uncas go to rescue them. They wear disguises and sneak into the village. They find the sisters but get caught. The Huron leader lets them speak. Uncas reveals that he's a Mohican chief. The Huron leader respects him and lets them go. But Magua escapes with Cora. The heroes chase Magua again. They climb mountains and cross rivers. They find Magua's hideout. There's a big fight. Uncas and Magua fight to the death. Uncas is killed. Magua is killed too. Chingachgook is very sad. He's the last Mohican now. Cora is killed too. Alice and Hawkeye are safe. They are heartbroken but alive. They go back to the British camp. The story ends with a funeral. Uncas and Cora are buried. Chingachgook mourns his son. He's proud but lonely. The Last of the Mohicans is about courage and love. It's about good people fighting bad people. It's about a time when life was hard and dangerous. The heroes are strong but kind. They fight for what's right. They care for each other. The bad guys are mean but interesting. Magua is a villain, but he has reasons. He's not just bad for no reason. The story teaches us about history. It shows us how people lived long ago. It tells us about war and peace, friends and enemies. It's a story that makes you feel excited and sad. It makes you think about right and wrong. It makes you glad to go on an adventure with Hawkeye, Uncas, and Chingachgook. It's a story that stays with you. It makes you think about bravery and honor. It makes you want to be a good friend and a strong person. That's the Last of the Mohicans. It's a story that's old but still good. It's a story that's worth reading or listening to. It's a story that takes you to another time and place. It's a story that makes you feel alive. That wraps up another episode of our wonderful journey through books. We traveled page by page, chapter by chapter, discovering the magic that lies within each story. If you enjoyed this adventure and you can't wait to jump into our next book, be sure to follow us on Spotify so you never miss a story. Remember, each book opens a new world, and we're here to guide you through it, one summary at a time. We're making books simpler, easier, and more exciting just for you. Don't forget, you can share our podcast with your friends and family so they can join us on our reading adventures too. And until our next book-filled journey, keep reading, keep learning, and most importantly, keep dreaming. This is Redis, the podcast that brings books to life for everyone.